Hello, Panthers. I'm Miss Murphy, one of the school counselors here at William T. Dwyer High School. And today I will be talking to you about how you're going to pick your classes for next school year. This is called the course selection process. So please pay close attention to all the information and steps I'll be sharing with you so that you can make sure that you pick the best classes for you for next year. There are some changes from last year, so students will be picking their classes directly in SIS by going into your student SIS account. Students at this time will only be selecting their elective courses. Any students moving into 11th or 12th grade in IB will have all classes chosen for them. For pre-IB students, you will still select your electives in SIS. For all students, your academic classes will be chosen for you. This is your English, math, science, or social studies courses, and it will be chosen based on how you are currently doing in your classes, your academic history, and your test scores. For any students that are currently not on level based on their PM3 test from last school year will be placed in intensive reading as one of their electives. Depending on how you score on this year's PM3 test, that course can be removed. If you score a level 3 or higher, then intensive reading will be removed from your course requests, and one of the electives you have already chosen will be moved in its place. So please make sure you try your absolute best on your PM3 test this year. All Academy students will have their next appropriate Academy course placed on their request for them, so you do not need to select your Academy course. This is an example of a document that will be shared with you in addition to this video that will help you with information as you go through this process. Initially, on the first side here, we see there's helpful information, which includes a curriculum guide that talks you through all of the courses that are offered at our school, academic and elective. There are Bright Futures requirements, our Florida State University system requirements, as well as your high school graduation requirements. As an example, or on the other side, we can see where we have our world languages. You'll see that in front of every course name, there is a course number. This is called a course code. You can search in SIS by the course code number or by the class name, whichever you prefer. Every course can be typed or spelled slightly differently, so you'll see here exactly how you need to type it to be able to find that course in SIS and add it as one of your requests. You can also click on the links in this document that will give you a course description for any course. So if you're not sure if a course is the right fit for you or something that would be interesting to you, make sure you click and read that course description and then go from there if that's the right fit for you. Again, as you're picking your classes, you want to make sure that you are always taking the most rigorous course available for you. This on our campus would be considering to take an ACE or AP course. Regardless of if I'm going for the ACE diploma, it is still extremely beneficial to take high-level courses. One, it's preparing you ahead of time for work you're going to see in college, as these courses are considered at college level. They also can help increase your weighted GPA, which any of these courses are going to be weighted at a 6.0 for an A instead of a 4.0. So you will have a bigger increase in your weighted GPA. Also, depending on how you score at the end of the test for either ACE or AP, you can potentially earn college credit depending on the college you're looking to go to. So now I'm going to show you some steps for how you're going to select your electives in SIS, and then we'll go through an example together. So first, I'm going to click on class requests, and I have to switch the school year to next school year, which is 2024-2025. Then I will click in the course search area where I can search by the course code number, or I can search by the class name. And then the most important step in this process, when you pick your electives, there is a column called elective priority. As you're picking your course requests, each course you're going to number 1 through 5, 1 being the most important class that you want on your schedule, to 5 being a class I would still be happy with if my other courses are not available. When you number them, this will let your counselor know which course you prefer to take first over any others, especially if we have to make a change or a course doesn't fit in your schedule for next year. So it's very important, again, that you add elective priority numbering 1 through 5 for every course that you add on your schedule. You don't ever want to duplicate a number, only putting each number one time. So now I'm going to show you an example of how to pick your classes directly in SIS. So when you log into your student portal, you're going to come over on the far left side where you're going to pick class requests. Once that loads, it's going to tell me I don't have permission for this school year. So I'm going to need to pick to switch to next school year so that I'm picking my classes for next year. Once I'm here, I will see the option of where I can search for that course. So for an example, if I want to take, say, ACE Marine Science, I'm already in the first level now, so I would like to select the second level. I can either search for that course by name by typing part of that word, or I can also start to search for that class by using a course code number that is listed on that sheet. Because I have already taken or am currently enrolled in this first year, I'm going to choose the second year. Once I place that class there, I'm going to hit enter to save that request. If I do not hit enter, it will not save my request. Next, for example, if I'm a 10th grader, it is important because now the state requires me to take a personal financial class. So if I'm moving into 10th grade next year, it is very important that you take personal financial money management. I can select that class and again hit enter. I also know that I have an interest in taking other high-level classes. I'd like to take, let's see, AP Physics, and I'll add that. But if I can't get AP Physics, maybe I really like to take AP Bio. So I'm also going to add that. And remember, hit enter. I need to pick 5 classes. I am also interested in taking Psych for half the year and Law Studies for the other half. So I'm just going to pick Psych. And that will automatically link, and you'll see that on our course document guide where it will show you which courses are linked together. And that means I take one for half the year and one for the other half of the year. Now I need to make sure that I'm listing my elective priority. So as I come in here, I'm going to list my classes. So the number one class that I really want to make sure I take is this, and then this. And so because this AP Bio is going to be my backup, I'll put that as my number 5 choice. Physics I want to take for sure. And then psychology here. So once I do that, now all of my classes are entered and their elective priority. Once I have done that, I have done everything that I need to do for this school year. In order to change back to this current school year, I'm going to come up to the far right corner and select to move the school year back to 23-24 so that I can see my current grades for this year or any of my information for this year. At any time, if I'd like to come back in and edit any of those courses, I just come back to my class requests, switch the school year to next year, and I can go ahead and edit those courses. Here are just a few quick reminders of things that could happen as well. If you get an error message that looks something like this, you are already scheduled into this course. That means that you have already taken it in the past or currently are taking it, and you cannot repeat that course again. So you would need to select another course. Things to remember, like I said, you will be able to go back in and edit or change any of these elective choices that you have made during the window in which elective choices are open. Electives will be open starting today. As you're watching this video, you can start adding in your courses. You will have until March 3rd in order to submit those requests. Any class that's added on by anyone else from the school cannot be changed by you. So only the electives will be the classes you will have access to or be able to change on your request screen. Again, once that window closes, you will not be able to go back and change your electives. So it's very important that you take time to choose the electives now that are right for you. As a reminder, all elective choices are due in SIS by Sunday, March 3rd. This means all the way through Sunday. So you will have that entire day to submit your requests. So start now And then make sure you talk with your parents to see if there's any other course recommendations they have for you. We will have a parent night for all parents on Thursday, February 29th at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. So please make sure to share that with your parents, and we will go over all of this information with them. And you are more than welcome to attend and ask questions if you need any other supports. As a reminder, here are all of the informational places that you can access information from Dwyer. All of this information will be shared directly in your Google Classroom. So your grade level Google Classroom will have this presentation along with some other helpful guides so that if you need any support, you can go and use those links and documents. You can also come see a counselor during your lunch in the cafeteria. Counselors are always available every day in the cafeteria, straight back from the main entrance at a high top table. Even if you do not see your counselor, you can always come and ask any counselor if you have a question, because we are here to help you. So again, you are picking your electives directly in SIS this year, and we're very excited to see all the classes that you choose. Once all classes have been entered from students and then afterwards from counselors, we will meet with every student in April. When we meet with you in April, we will go over all of the courses that you have selected and that we have selected. And if there are any changes you'd like to make based on your future and what you're looking to do, then we will have that conversation at that time and send it home for a parent signature. So now is a really good time to start thinking about your future. What are you looking to do after you graduate high school? Do you have any interest in a particular career? What courses could you take now that would really help you on that pathway? And make sure to have that conversation with your counselor when you meet with them in April. If you have any questions, remember, we are always in the cafeteria every day, and you can always come see us. Good luck, Panthers. We can't wait to see all the amazing courses you choose this year.